And why is that? Why is that so? Because men are judged based on what they earn.
They have
what they can
ego.
provide. It's not about ego.
They have ego.
No, if you are a man and you can't provide for the house, you are judged as someone who is a weak man.
True.
The strength of a man is whether he can take care of his family. That's the strength of a man.
But
so if you can't provide for the family, be truthful to yourself. If you are in a marriage and you, the lady, you are always providing, and the guy is not providing, right? It will get to a point where you feel you won't be comfortable because you feel like you hear a lot of situations when ladies will be like, my money is for me, but the man's money is for us.
Yeah, I've heard that
where they are restricting their money to themselves, right?
Yeah.
So generally, a man, as I said, once you are born a man, once you are a male, you are born with what? The responsibility to be accountable, to take care of people.
Yeah. But then women are not trained that way.
Yes.
And that is where the problem comes in.
But to some extent, if a woman is providing for the man, I think the man should put in some efforts to know that, fine, you are earning more than me, but at least I am trying to get there. But some men relax in those situations.
Let me give you see the story we just watched, right? Okay. This man was taking care of your children, bought a car for you. But then the problem came about because he wasn't paying your hospital bills, right? That's what happened. Now, so why can't you pay your own hospital bills?
Why would you buy me a car and you can't take care of my health?
You see, you are not taking accountability. You are not being accountable to yourself. You are lying to yourself.
No.
Even in a situation where you leave everything of yours to a man, I don't buy into that idea, honestly.
Yeah. I don't think she left everything to the man.
From the video, it seems as though, because if a man does this for you, buys you a car, takes care of you,
your children,
and just because of health, hospital, you feel, or maybe a little bit of attention that you didn't get, you decide to choose someone else over him.
You see, when ladies are young, right, they want the bad boys. You know, ladies like drama. You want the excitement. So when you meet someone who is not that's not oriented to those kind of, dramatic things, someone who take you on the exciting adventures, you find the relationship boring. That's women, right? You know, women are, you see, when if you pay attention to, I won't say most, but some women, right?
Okay.
If they find a guy who's not giving them attention, who doesn't care about them, definitely just like a nonchalant guy, right? They are more attracted to that kind of guy because they want to understand why this guy is not giving me attention. While they leave,
male and female.
While they leave someone who is there ready, someone who is emotionally available. You know, for a toxic guy, right? A toxic guy is not emotionally available because he's not investing in the relationship. Yeah. He's not committed. But he has options. Yes.
Yeah, because some people snatch people's girlfriends because they give them attention. So
but then
you see, when you are with a toxic guy, right? He doesn't care whether you are snatched or not. Once I'm there with you, if you want to go. If you want to stay.
Emotionally, he's not there.
He's not there because he's not committed. He knows once I finish this with you, once he gets here, I'm going to leave you. I'll move on. So that's a guy who will not complain about anything. And that's the kind of guy that ladies like. He doesn't complain. He doesn't try to restrict me. So that's a guy who is not insecure. But once a guy starts taking interest, saying, I don't like this, I don't like that, you guys say that guy is insecure.
No, but sometimes when it becomes, it's one thing to be, wanting to be protective, slightly protective. But if you become overly protective, that is when women begin to complain because we are not toys, or we are not, that you are trying to fix. But when we begin to feel like you are trying to fix us, as if something is wrong, and there's always something to complain about.
And sometimes because she has been doing it in the past, you didn't complain, but all of a sudden you're complaining.
If you want someone to love you, right? For instance, if we are in a relationship, I will tell you the conditions that will help me to love you. Right? The conditions that I'll be okay with to love you. Those are my standards. Those are my principles. If you are in a healthy relationship, you are going to hold each other to high standards.
Yeah.
Right? So if you know these are the things I like, so that's where communication comes in. If you are good with communication, right? Once there's good communication, it will breed trust. And that sense of insecurity will disappear.
Yeah.
So if I know that, okay, when you do something, you explain to me, you accept blame. When you go wrong, you accept blame, you apologize. When you are right, you see it. You are emotionally available and emotionally intelligent to see that a relationship is not only about you, it's only about the other person. Right? You think men usually consider women a lot. Men make compromises more than women in a relationship.
You think some?
Yes.
Some.
I'm very sure. Very sure about that.
Yeah, there's men, honestly, I would love for you not to generalize things too much.
I'm not trying to generalize. You see, when I say, okay, some, right? Most. Let me use most. Most.
Some.
At least that's okay.
Most is okay.
Yeah.
So I'll not generalize. Okay. I understand that there are women.
Yeah, because if there is anybody watching us who is,
some people
contrary to whatever you're saying, the person would.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it. Yes. Well, the world is all about agreement and disagreement. So if you disagree with me, you have to be intelligent enough to know that not everybody will agree with what you are saying.
Yeah.
And not so it's normal. As humans, we disagree, we agree, and all that.
We all have our takes.
You get it. But one thing I want you to know, one thing we all have to agree on is that most women are not accountable in relationships.
Women.
Most.
Some.
Well, I can still quantify some, so there's no problem. Right. So most women.
But a lot of women are out there who are accountable.
Yeah, there are women out there who are accountable, right?
Yeah.
And you see.
And there are some men who are not accountable. Not
yes.
few.
Okay. So
definitely
with all the back and forth.
Yeah.
What can we do about it? Because yes, we all have our takes, we all have our opinions.
Yeah.
But there's always some sort of agreement. There is always some sort of convergence somewhere.
Yeah.
What can we do to solve this? If women are unaccountable for their actions, what can we do for women to become accountable? And well, for me, I think it's for both sides.
Yeah.
And when it comes to accountability, I think it depends on the two people involved in the relationship.
Definitely.
That's true.
Yeah. So maybe to you, the relationship I have with you will determine if I will be accountable for some specific things or not.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a relationship with you, that would also determine what I'll do.
Yeah.
Right. So just to help our audience understand and get more educated, what can we do going forward with regards to accountability? Because this whole gender issues, gender roles, gender thing, gender that is becoming
too much.
It's like noise.
A lot of focus.
And I agree with most of the things you said, because it's like now men are being like everything is about women.
Exactly.
Yes.
I really advocate for women, honestly, 100%.
Yeah.
But not when we are trying to move away from the basic foundations, because we cannot be unrealistic.
Yeah.
So in just some few words, anything, what do you think is the way forward to this problem?
I think generally we should all accept that both men and women can be accountable, and some too would not want to be accountable. So we advise ourselves, try as much as possible, both men and women, to try as much as possible to be accountable, especially in relationships. Because if the focus is always on women not being accountable, we sideline the fact that some men are also not accountable. And they thrive on that, to be unaccountable, because women are generally known to be not accountable. Okay, so I think we should all try our best to be accountable. All the women who are accountable continue being accountable. Those who are not,
the few
you
of them
should change and be accountable for your actions.
How?
But I think there's this whole perception, especially on social media, that women are not accountable. Women, if they do something, you the man, you have to go and apologize even before.
Let me say this,
and it makes it look like
this one.
This I have to say this, otherwise I'll forget. Women are more accountable to social media, their social media apps, than they are to their partners.
Oh, Jesus.
Women are more accountable to Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram than they are.
What kind of women have you been meeting?
What kind of? I've been meeting modern women.
But there are modern men too.
Yes.
Who also follow trends.
Yes,
and that is how come it's all over the place that women are not accountable, because it is the men who are pushing that women are not accountable.
No, and
it's becoming a cliche. Because
but honestly, I feel maybe men are beginning to think women are not accountable, because honestly, women, we love to do that blame game.
Sometimes
So
it
we
makes
love to
relationships
blame
exciting.
people
You
or
see-
blame it on.
You see the
You
word?
see, right from the beginning,
You see the word?
the first thing that will pop up in your head, if you're a woman, if you get this topic, the first thing that will come up is that, oh no, it's not because of women, it's because of society. That's the first excuse we'll give. Oh no, it's not because of us, it's because of men. Men are this. Oh no, it's not because of, we have reasons, we have excuses, and that's so natural of women. But then if we are to sit back and then look at if truly the kind of relationships we are in is important to us, and we have vision, we have a goal for being in that relationship, then we should be able to take up some responsibilities for some of the things we do. If not, we will come back on the same topic and nothing will be done about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So Mickey, you can come back.
Well, what I was saying is, I'll repeat it again.
Okay.
That women are more accountable to their social media apps and their
Back
phones
to
not
this
true.
again.
more than their partners.
That's not true.
It's very true.
That's not true.
Very, very true.
I bet to differ because you go to Twitter and a lot of the people there are guys.
Yes.
A lot
But
more
guys.
guys.
If most women don't survive there.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's all part of social media.
Yeah,
so
it's parts, but the way ladies are projecting it is, I don't think that's all
men
part of.
literally live on Twitter.
Yeah, but
Now
we are still accountable in our relationships. We still have time
It's
for our
both ways,
women.
so let's
We
just
still-
accept
But
it.
Michael,
yeah.
honestly, you are making it look as if every man is accountable.
No, not
But that's
every
not
man
the
is
case.
accountable.
Great.
That's not the
So
case.
what do you say to men who are not? Because it's to both
It's
sides.
both ways.
Yes, you see.
So what do you say to men who are not accountable? Because some men are definitely irresponsible.
Naturally, you are going to. You see, you can't have 100% of something. Naturally,
Yeah,
you are
true.
going to have men who are unaccountable. Right now, it is on you. When you are making your choice, choose a man who is what accountable.
How do you know?
So no, I know. Now we know that women have to choose well. They have to do this. They have to
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
Those men who are in relationship now,
Yeah.
how will they be accountable? How should they? Because they have you have to try.
In the
Yeah.
first
Some
place,
of them are so despicable.
you have to let go of your ego. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be
Okay.
emotionally intelligent
But
and
some men
available.
think that being vulnerable means you are weak.
No, I don't think that's the case. That's not the case. If you are vulnerable, right? If the relationship is a safe space, as I say, it's supposed to be a safe space in the first place. If it is, being vulnerable will not be a problem to a man. There are men, men go out and then they are tough, they are hard, but then when they come back to their woman, they want to be soft, right? They want to be soft.
Like already, the society itself is
Yes, and then if you judge him for being soft, it means next time he will not be comfortable doing
Be
the
a
same
hard
thing
guy.
again. So he's going to close up. So it depends on the two people in the
But
relationship.
I think the softness is relative
I think.
because you wouldn't want a crybaby of a man.
Who is a crybaby?
Thank you. I was about to ask
Too
that.
emotional.
But you want
If
a man who
you're
is
too
emotional.
Come on, Priscilla.
how is the woman supposed
No.
to be emotional?
You see, so a man is not
How?
supposed to be emotional.
No, this
No,
one
overly emotional.
How
That's
is
what
it-
I'm saying.
So
The
women can be overly emotional.
No, but women are naturally known to be emotional. Naturally. Things get to us. We express it more than men.
Why do you think that's the case?
So you don't think men should?
I think men should, but not too much because the woman sometimes
No.
finds her strength in a man.
No.
so why can't a man also find strength in a woman?
Exactly.
No,
Why
but
not?
they should. Honestly, for this one is something I've been talking about for a while now.